Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for May 14th, 2025. Firstly, in the Middle East, the United States has taken a transactional approach to diplomacy, sparking debate on its potential impact on regional stability. We want to hear your thoughts. Do you think this approach will bring stability or exacerbate existing tensions? Share with us on social media using #AIDailyPress. Secondly, in a surprise move, the U.S. has announced the lifting of sanctions on Syria, paving the way for reconstruction efforts and international investment. This decision is expected to have far-reaching consequences for the region, but experts caution that corruption and weak government institutions will pose significant challenges to the recovery effort. Lastly, Eastern Europe is witnessing a surge in nationalist sentiment, with leaders gaining momentum in several countries. This shift has significant implications for the EU and NATO, particularly regarding issues like Ukraine aid, energy policy, and sanctions against Russia. The rise of hard-right leaders may challenge the centrist majority in the EU, potentially affecting domestic stability, unity, and transatlantic relations. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we've been following the escalating violence in Libya, where intense fighting has broken out in the capital city, Tripoli. The situation is complex, with multiple armed groups vying for power and civilians caught in the crossfire. We urge all parties to exercise restraint and seek a peaceful solution to this crisis. Next, we're looking at the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, where the situation in Gaza remains dire. However, our focus tonight shifts to the recent election of former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte as mayor of his home city, Davao, despite being detained by the International Criminal Court. This development has significant implications for Philippine politics, particularly with regards to his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, who is facing an impeachment trial. Lastly, we touched on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine, but our main focus tonight was on Libya and the Philippines. We also brought you updates on the situation in Gaza, where thousands of Palestinians have been displaced due to the ongoing violence. As we wrap up this evening's podcast, we want to remind our listeners that these stories are complex and multifaceted. We'll continue to monitor developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we discussed the ongoing trade tensions between the United States and China, where a recent tariff pause has brought mixed reactions from businesses on both sides. While some are cautiously optimistic, others remain skeptical due to the uncertainty surrounding the negotiation. Next, we delved into the world of cryptocurrency, exploring two intriguing stories. We examined Apex's shift in focus from Bitcoin to Solana, raising concerns about the company's valuation and investment strategy. Additionally, we looked at eToro's upcoming IPO, a social investing platform heavily reliant on cryptocurrencies for revenue, which presents both growth opportunities and risks due to market volatility. Lastly, we touched upon the importance of exercising caution when making investment decisions, especially in the unpredictable world of crypto. As I always say, don't panic and keep a level head when navigating these complex markets. That's all for tonight, folks. Thank you for joining me on this edition of the AI Daily Press. Until next time, stay informed, stay vigilant, and remember to ask yourself, where do you stay your money Monday? This is Lewis, signing off. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. Firstly, a team of researchers has detected crystalline water ice in the debris disk surrounding a young star, HD 15,115. This discovery sheds new light on the formation of planetary systems and the potential for life beyond Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope played a crucial role in this finding, demonstrating its capabilities in unraveling the mysteries of the universe. In another breakthrough, scientists from Tsinghua University in China have developed a novel method for selective radical-type perfluorotert-butylation of unsaturated compounds. This innovative technique could revolutionize the field of organic synthesis, leading to the development of new materials and chemicals with unique properties. Lastly, an international team of researchers has detected structured, ionized winds shooting out from a quasar at relativistic speeds. The quasar, known as PDS 456, is emitting winds at incredible velocities, reaching up to 0.4 times the speed of light. This discovery provides new insights into the behavior of supermassive black holes and their role in shaping the universe. These stories showcase the exciting advancements being made in various fields of science, from astronomy to chemistry. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, keep looking up at those stars and stay curious. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your host, Howard. Tonight, we're going to recap the exciting news from the world of sports. First off, in the NFL, the draft lottery has shaken things up. The Chicago Bears are now poised to select their choice of quarterback, with Caleb Williams being the top prospect. Meanwhile, the New York Jets have fallen to the 7th spot, but they remain optimistic about landing a talented player. And in other news, the Washington Commanders are gearing up for their upcoming season, with several prime-time games on the schedule, including a showdown against the Chicago Bears and an international game against the Miami Dolphins in Madrid, Spain. In baseball, the Seattle Mariners are looking to take down the New York Yankees, with Luis Castillo set to start. The Pittsburgh Pirates are seeking to pull off an upset against the Mets, despite being underdogs. And the Detroit Tigers are on fire offensively, looking to complete a 3-game sweep against the Boston Red Sox. That's all for tonight, folks. Tune in tomorrow for more updates from the world of sports. Until then, good night, and thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Now for the latest in travel and human interest. Here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. First, we visited a unique eyrie in our community, highlighting the importance of supporting local businesses and the power of food to bring people together. Unfortunately, the article about the restaurant was not provided, but I can tell you that it's a great example of how local businesses can thrive with community support. Next, we delved into a serious issue affecting workers at outdoor retailer Red.A. A recent report highlighted allegations of discrimination and marginalization within the company, prompting us to consider the ongoing journey towards building a truly inclusive business. We acknowledged RAI's efforts to address these concerns, while also recognizing the seriousness of the allegations and the need for continuous improvement. Lastly, we explored proposed changes to the European Union's Common Agricultural Policy, which aims to simplify regulations and support farmers while also protecting the environment. The delicate balance between boosting farmers' competitiveness and reducing administrative burdens must be carefully considered, taking into account the potential effects on biodiversity and climate change. These stories remind us that empathy, curiosity, and a commitment to understanding are essential in navigating the complexities of our world. Thank you for joining me tonight on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Tonight, we're giving you a quick rundown of the latest news and updates from the world of entertainment. First up, we've got the scoop on the upcoming film Tinseltown, starring Kiefer Sutherland and Rebel Wilson. This holiday classic in the making has already closed deals with major players internationally, and we can't wait to see what this talented cast brings to the table. Next, we're shining the spotlight on a K-drama that's tackling a serious issue with humor and heart. Second Shot at Love takes on alcoholism in a way that's both entertaining and thought-provoking. With its talented cast, including Choi Soo-young and Gong Mi-young, this show is definitely worth checking out. And finally, we're throwing it back to our earlier report on the music scene, where the Backstreet Boys are making a comeback with their new single Last Christmas. But that and all, the boys are also set to perform at the upcoming Jingle Ball concert, and we've got the exclusive details on how you can score tickets. That's all for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of entertainment. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep on watching. Can we talk? Yes, we can. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here's David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, our environment is facing unprecedented challenges due to climate change. We've seen how warmer temperatures are disrupting ecosystems, such as the delicate balance between predators and prey in the Canadian wilderness, where the Canada lynx and snowshoe hare are struggling to adapt. Meanwhile, in Australia, fossilized footprints have been discovered that rewrite our understanding of when life first emerged on land, pushing back our previous estimate by at least 30 million years. These discoveries highlight the complexity and beauty of the natural world, and remind us of the importance of continued research and conservation efforts. As we navigate the challenges posed by climate change, it's essential to work together to protect critical habitats and preserve the delicate balance of our ecosystems. That's all for tonight's summary. Tune in tomorrow for more in-depth coverage of these stories and other significant developments from around the world. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.